Summary of the peninsula's weather. Across Florida today, the overarching story is a subtropical ridge aloft, suppressing large-scale forcing, combined with the Bermuda-Bahamas surface high-driving onshore breezes. These sea breeze circulations interacting with heating and daylight create a predictable pattern. Hot, humid, mostly VFR conditions with scattered afternoon storms inland. A textbook example of thermal-driven convection in summer. Geography matters. Coastal proximity favors earlier thunderstorm development, inhibiting interior gustiness until later. Ridge-induced subsidence keeps ceilings high except in storm cores. Forecasting hazards include brief convective wind shear for departures, hot arrivals, rapid heat index rises impacting performance, and localized gust fronts. Through tonight and tomorrow, expect similar trends. Keep monitoring satellite imagery for cumulus buildups and radar for storm clusters. Use your onboard WX radar and uplink NEXRAD to detect isolated storms. For flight planning, integrate heat impact on aircraft performance, anticipate possible gust front shear at typical sea breeze zones, and set alerts for West Coast and Treasure Coast convection between 1500 to 2000 local. In summary, understanding the interplay of large-scale subsidence, surface high-pressure wind sourcing, and coastal thermal boundaries is key. That's where today's convective energy congregates. Knowing this helps pilots recognize where and when to look, maximize safety through meteorological awareness. Area forecast discussion. Miami. South Florida's aviation weather remains dominated by strong mid-level ridge, forcing an easterly-southeasterly flow offshore. Surface flow centers along shore or Gulf Coast sea breeze boundaries with winds from 100 to 120 degrees at 8 to 11 knots. Moisture is deep but slightly suppressed aloft, resulting in fewer showers compared to peak wet season. Mainly scattered afternoon storms interior and west coastal areas. Heat indices in the low to mid-hundreds will persist. Tonight, VFR prevail except near any lingering coastal showers. Scattered storms redevelop inland tomorrow afternoon. A weak disturbance near the mid-Atlantic may influence Florida's flow midweek. Watch for deeper moisture return and more widespread coverage. Radar satellite handoff. Look for convergent zones along sea breeze fronts. Ceilings generally remain above 5,000 feet unless overshadowed by storm anvils. From TDWR or KAMX radar, note any storm with gust front signatures. That's your early warning. Lesson. Under ridges, mesoscale sea breeze interactions are the main convective trigger. No synoptic front required. Area forecast discussion. Tampa over Tampa Bay. A surface high from the Bahamas to Bermuda extends westward, with upper ridging overhead. This enforces a gentle southeast flow at about 5 to 10 knots and contributes to slightly drier mid-levels. Sprinkling rains down to about 20 to 40%. Afternoon thunderstorms are possible inland near boundary intersections or sea breeze collisions. Expect typical convective diurnal timing with peak activity between 2 and 6 p.m. local. These storms, while isolated, can produce sudden gusts and brief CIG/VSBY reductions. Aviation choices. Most terminals will remain VFR apart from brief TSRA chances later today and this evening. Marine conditions are benign, seas under 2 feet and winds light, but afternoon sea breeze shifts may enhance local wind shear. Thermodynamic forcing via temperature gradients between land and Gulf waters is driving convection. Watch for new storms tomorrow evening as upper troughing edges closer, especially overnight. Learning point. Even slight sea breeze boundaries can focus convective cells under subsident ridging, so air mets or METARs near storms are your friends.